Well, considering the fact that I knew I wasn't going to stream all of the rebuild of this Woodland mansion, I thought, why not record a little bit of it to still have it documented. I'm taking some of my ideas that I used with the community center and bringing them over here, because one of the main things is not having wood everywhere. Even though Gonzo did say he's not going to burn it down because he sees me rebuilding it and investing the time to rebuild it, I'm still trying to limit how much wood is in this build now. Because I think it would be better off limiting it. Even though Gonzo said what he said, it's not that I don't trust him. I do. I just think it would be better off limiting it. I would also like to know how do you get like, I mean, I guess it was up there before he burned down the house, but the most random spot to see a smithing table, a smithing table, furnace, and a crafting table. And I should be able to put it right here. This is where we're gonna have more glass. And this is what I also started doing inside, where if I was I would let the outline of the previous floor dictate where I went previously. You know, where I went with the new floor, because it was easier using the outline of the old floor to make the new floor. But this is pretty much all it's going to be. Pretty much, as you can also look down and see the rebuild that I've done inside so far, which we'll go through in a minute. But I mean, all this is worth it just because it's just something different. You know, it's just something different. It's like I said in stream yesterday, or the last time I streamed Minecraft, that it's something different. It's something to stick out, because you don't expect somebody to rebuild a Woodland mansion, because you don't expect to have to rebuild a Woodland mansion, because you don't expect anybody to burn it down. But if there's anything I could say, it's that, you know, with my stream and the people in my stream, you expect the unexpected. That's the best way to put it. You expect the unexpected. I will move this out of the way, even though I think part of me wants to say I'm going to keep it because of the randomness of it still being up there even after I redid everything. But also it's the idea of moving him out of the way because, you know, you don't want to encourage people to come to the roof unless there's a ladder. Because I just replaced all the windows, and you know, you don't want people to use the window to re-break the windows after I just replaced them. See, the fire spread so much because of the amount of wood in here. Not necessarily because Gonzo made it happen. It's more, well, yeah, actually it is because Gonzo made it happen, but that's just Gonzo. No, stay up there. I'm gonna do the outside of it on off stream. I mean off recording. Because I replaced some of this with cobblestone because cobblestone doesn't burn. Imagine not having access to creative and not being able to do this. Okay. Actually, that was the thing. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like this. So let's go back over here and fill in over here. I'm keeping track of how long this video is going to be, because I don't want it to be too long. Because I am going to try and save at least some of the rebuild for next stream. Or the next Minecraft stream. And not do it all off stream, even though I probably could. Let me just finish filling in over here, actually. You know, because you gotta do one thing at a time. See, the funny thing is, when I was making the castle, I never even thought about doing this type of thing with the castle where I, you know, did I don't want to say a tutorial video, but just like a video where I was sitting here talking, documenting build a castle because it just never crossed my mind. Because really, at that point, you know, what was content for YouTube was basically just stream highlights and not really much else. You know, dare I say, that was a bit of a mistake, because I could have did more with that. I will replace what, you know, like the rafters, but not yet. You know, I will say that it was a bit of a mistake because it would have been fun to document. It would have been fun to document the build of the castle, to be able to go back and look at it and, you know, see it. But at the same time, it wasn't really what I was thinking at the time, because I wanted to anticipate and save the debut of the castle for stream, which is what I'm exactly going to do with this, or what I'm also thinking to do with this, saving the full debut of the rebuilt Woodland mansion for stream. But at the same time, I kind of want to rebuild it on stream. So I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. Which technically I could do both. Which technically I can do both. It would just be fun if, you know, it would just be fun if, you know, I don't know what I was going to say, to be honest with you. I really don't know what I was going to say. But yeah, I didn't even think about it at the time with the castle to redo it, you know, to document the footage of the castle, because it just wasn't something that was on my mind at that point. It was more, how do I keep it a secret? You know, I don't want people to know. Blah 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 blah. I just want to be able to show it off when I want to have the opportunity to show it off, and not have to not premiere it before I was ready to, you know, before it was done. Which, you know, with us holding back the debut of the opening of the server, that allowed me to do that. But at the same time, I feel like building it on server would have been fun too. I mean, on stream would have been fun too, not on server. Well, I mean, building it when the server was turned on would have been a little bit more difficult, because you would have had other people on the server. And you know, you would have had somebody complaining about the fact that, oh, you're just in creative, blah 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 blah. You know you would have. Because that's just how it is. People complain when you're allowed to do something that they're not allowed to do. Not always, but most of the time. You know, but Minecraft will always be one of my favorite games, or has become one of my favorite games over the last year. And, you know, honestly, one of the reasons is because it allows me to play with people that I don't always have the opportunity to play with. You know, it gives me an opportunity to, you know, hang out with my friends. And play a game. Like, it's basically The Sims, but more detailed, I think. But there is also an idea that I have that I may actually put into effect on stream, and that is giving everybody, like, if Palladium wants to help, then giving Palladium his own corner, or giving Gonzo a corner, or, you know, giving Anit a corner, or whatever the case may be, to give them the opportunity to put in their piece in rebuilding this project. You know, because it's like somebody told me, just because you're not where you thought you'd be at this point, or where you assumed you'd be at this point, that doesn't necessarily mean you can't use Minecraft for ideas for when you are where you thought you'd be. Because I said it before and I'll say it again, like, I never expected the move to North Carolina. I did not really have expectations for my move to North Carolina. I had no expectations. All I knew is it was happening. But when it didn't, I honestly didn't know what to think, because I didn't have a plan outside of moving to North Carolina. And now I'm bearing witness to that plan, because, or that short-sightedness, because I'm home every day. I don't have much going on. But now it's just finding what else there would be to do. Or something else to do. Finding a plan. Making a plan. Making ideas. Figuring out where I want to go and what I want to do. You know, because it's the one thing I've learned is the time comes for everyone to set aside and say, this is what I want to do. You know, in a year, this is where I want to be. And I've never had that, because I've never actually sat down and said, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to do. Because 9 out of 10 times it was always, well, what does this person think? Well, what does that person think? It was never, what do I think, what do I want to do? You know? If I made this a therapy session, then this would actually be a lot longer than I wanted it to be, which I don't know how long I wanted it to be, but it's already been a little bit longer than I expected. But that's just because when I get to building and I get to talking, there really is no stopping it. Because my philosophy with Minecraft is, once you start a project, it's very hard to stop. But all I'll put out there is this: if you have an idea, if you make a plan, not supposed to be here. If you have an idea and you make a plan, don't be afraid to stick to it. Because, you know, the fact of the matter is, you're the only one that can. Like, you're the only one that knows what you want. You're the only one that knows where you want to go. You're the only one that knows what you want to do. And I always expected somebody else to step up and, you know, like, I had expectations that I didn't even know were expectations because, you know, I didn't know what to expect. But, you know, the fact of the matter is, I don't regret my expectations. Because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to do. Because the main thing is you have to learn what you want. And learn where you want to go. And what you want to do. Before you're actually able to do that. You know, before you're actually able to decide. You know, and the only thing I've learned and the only thing that I know is that I enjoy this. I enjoy creating content for your faces. I enjoy coming up with an idea, and putting it into practice. I enjoy building hype and creating anticipation for something. Especially if it means that you guys like it as much as I do. But you know, that's the main thing that, you know, I'm finally to the point where I can admit that I enjoy being a content creator. I enjoy making content for you guys, and I enjoy the practice of doing it. That's one of the few things that I can honestly say that I enjoy and that I like to do. You know, so in a way, I'm saying that it doesn't matter what my actual job is if I'm not, you know, if I'm not making money with this, because I enjoy doing it. Making money at it would be icing on the cake. It's not a necessity, it's an added bonus. Because I enjoy making content for you guys, and that's the reason why I made this video and have been making more content and doing more streams than I had in the past. Because I have the free time, so why not use it to do what I enjoy? Because that's what everybody wishes that's what everybody wishes they could do. You know, everybody wishes that they could make money doing what they enjoy, but also people just wish that they could do what they enjoy and had the time to do what they enjoy. You know, and you guys give me that time to do what I enjoy, and I give back by giving you content that I enjoy creating. So with that being said, let's just look around down here, because I finished almost half of the outer perimeter. You know, I threw in carpet, cobblestone. It's just a mixture of, well, my old builds. Because, you know, my old builds were the castle. My old build was the castle, and the castle was built mostly out of green concrete, quartz, and white concrete. White concrete has not been added yet, but it can be at any time. I still got windows to replace, which it looks like I actually just have to replace the outside of, like, the border, as opposed to the entire window. And I got a lot of torches to put up, which I might just be able to replace the torches. By that I mean, like, give torches to somebody and have them run crazy, like it's 2 stacks of torches around and have somebody run crazy. But either way, guys, this has been what is going to be a process of rebuilding this and making this look how it used to, without all the holes, and maybe even redesigning the nether portal. I don't know, because as you can tell, you got a fire. You got a fire in the forest still. I don't know if that's from the fire that was over here, but it's a process, and we're making headway. So I will update you guys probably next stream, or you'll be able to see the final updates next stream. But either way, I thought I would update you guys on how the process is going thus far as I knock some skeletons off the roof. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment, or leave a like, or leave a comment, and I would be glad to do more videos like this, because I do think that there is another burnt down mansion somewhere that Gonzo had some fun with. Or if you want to see more projects like this, let me know down in the comment section below. You know, behind the scenes videos, I guess you can put it, as opposed to just missing out on the process that I do when I'm off stream. But either way, guys, I will see you all in the next video. If you want more content just like this, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ding dong that notification bell to always know when a new video comes up on the channel. Till next time, guys. Peace.